What's good, y'all? Quick message for you real quick on this Monday morning. I hope y'all having a good day so far. I know some of y'all probably just not getting y'all day started. I'm getting my day started, but I wanted to make some content for y'all. Today, I want to talk to y'all about unconditional love. Unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. I'm going to say that again. Unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. I feel like a lot of times people tend to get that confused. Unconditional love for a person means that you're going to love them regardless. Whatever y'all go through, whatever they may do at times, you know what I'm saying? It's times where y'all going to get on each other's nerves, but it's not enough for you to feel like you're going to stop loving them and, you don't want to be with them and stuff like that. But some people feel like they have to tolerate the most in a relationship in order for them to prove their love for a person. And if you're not careful, what happens is you'll fuck around and begin to lose yourself. I don't give a damn how strong you think you are. I don't care how much work you done did on yourself. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, I did the healing work. But the one thing about when you do the healing work is if you allow yourself to be in those type of situations for too long, you will realize that you will begin to lose sight of yourself. You're going to lose sight of yourself. You're going to start questioning your self-worth. And then it's just a terrible fucking feeling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking on this because I used to do this. You know what I'm saying? I used to feel like the more I stuck around with a motherfucker and the more I put up with, that everything was going to be cool. Like, eventually they'll see my worth and all that. And I realized at some point that that's not true. I also realized that I started to lose myself. I started feeling like I was in a dark place. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to stay there too long because you'll fuck around and be stuck. Now you sticking around in a relationship because now you done got comfortable with it. You don't feel good. It don't make you feel good or anything like that. And you have a lot of questions about things, but you sticking around because that's the norm for you. That's been the norm for you for however long y'all been together. But unconditional love does not mean you tolerate bullshit all the time. You know what I'm saying? We are adults at the end of the day, right? And I believe that when you're in a relationship, sometimes you may do some things that may upset your partner or may come off as disrespectful or whatever, but you didn't know. But if they come to you and tell you that, how you've been treating me and what you doing and what you said the other day is really making me feel some type of way, then you simply apologize. You know what I'm saying? Hear them out. Don't try to overtalk them, but you simply apologize and you make the necessary changes. Like I always talk about, it's about the change behavior, because people mess up. But what I'm not going to do is continue having the same conversation with you over and over again about the same shit. I'm not going to feel like I'm losing myself by being with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to even stick around long enough for me to start. Once I feel like I'm questioning myself, once I start to feel like I'm questioning my worth or, am I doing something wrong when I know I've been doing all I could? Not a perfect person. Nobody's perfect in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is perfect. But when you know that you done put your best foot forward and I done loved you from the depths of my soul to the best of my ability, you feel me? And I feel like I'm not reaching to you. It's not, we're not clicking the way I feel like we should. And I done gave it some time. See, because you got to give it time. You can't just bring up something, right? And just expect it to change overnight. If you have an issue, address it. Okay, we have a problem that we got to go through or whatever. But you have to give it some time. You got to give that person time to make the changes. If I done gave you that time to make them changes and stuff like that, and I feel like you ain't taking it serious, I'm about to be like, bruh, I don't know about this no more. You know what I'm saying? And with me being a Cancer, the one thing about Cancers is when we in it, we in it. You know what I'm saying? When I realize that I love you, I am in it. But when I feel like you on some bullshit and I start to peep it, and it may take me a while. It may take me a little while to realize the bullshit you on. You know what I'm saying? Because of how I love and I care. But once I start peeping that shit, man, you're gonna see a whole different side of me. It's gonna feel like I was never even with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's for me, that's a way for me to fall back a little bit, because now I'm trying to analyze how long I done been in this shit before I even realized I was in it. You see what I'm saying? Like, how long has this been going on? How long has this person really been treating me this way? Because at first you don't see it. You see what I'm saying? But baby, once I find out, once I really see, once I take them rose-colored glasses off my face, listen, I'm trying to tell you, don't feel like when it comes to you giving unconditional love that you got to go through all this hell and back, because it don't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I used to believe in, and honestly, that's what I grew up seeing. You know what I'm saying? So I thought for me that was the norm. You got to go through this extreme hell just for a motherfucker to like really love you back, or for somebody to really see your worth. You don't have to go through the extreme of the extreme. You see what I'm saying? You're going to go through your problems. Right? That's the norm. That's okay. Y'all gonna have y'all disagreements and shit like that you have to, work on. But I'm not going through no extreme hell just to be with you. The fuck? Like, I'm not about to listen. I do not want to lose myself. And I know what that's like. And I know a lot of y'all out there know what it's like. And once you lose yourself, it's hard to get back. It's hard to get back. It's hard to get up out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because now you sitting there in this dark place and you torn between your emotions, because you still love a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're still trying to process the fact that you know this is no longer for you. You feel me? So ain't nothing wrong with loving a person and having unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who can see you despite your flaws and stuff like that. But it does not mean that you take that and use it to your advantage. You don't take that for granted. You don't take them and drag them through the mud or take them through hell and back because you know that person love and care for you. Everybody at the end of the day has a breaking point. Some people last a little longer than others. As through my experiences and shit like that, mine's is short. In the past, mine was long. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to get to my breaking point. But now, at 37 years old, and I done had my experiences, you can't tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? Because now I understand love, and I understand all that shit now. When at a point in my life, I didn't understand any of that. I took whatever. You hear me? I took whatever because I thought it was the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I had these emotions and these feelings, and I still didn't understand, how to operate with them. And sometimes, love don't mean, you might love a person, but it don't mean y'all meant to be together. You know what I'm saying? That's another topic for another day. And some people, they had this love for people and stuff like that, and they feel like, oh, we just have to be together. And sometimes it ain't that, Sometimes it's about timing. Sometimes it can be right person, wrong time. I believe in that shit. It's like spirit, like, here, this your person, but y'all ain't ready yet. But I'm just giving you a heads up. You feel me? This is your person, but it's not time yet. Because you got shit to learn and they got some shit to learn too. So I just wanted to tell you today that, unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. Do not love a person to a point to where you lose yourself, because that ain't how it's supposed to be. And if a motherfucker really care about you and love you in the same, they ain't gonna allow you to lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? That shit is about give and take. It's about going an extra mile for each other, even when at times you don't feel like it. It's about being of service to each other, even when you don't feel like it.